That shit was fucking hilarious. Funny shit continues. Is this a big holiday sale? All the shit's the same price. Hey Ninja. Hey Amy, how you doing, sweetheart? People always say that like there's sales on and ain't no sale. I don't see no price reduction. So who the fuck are these people trying to like con here? Like, damn, you bullshitting me with no damn sales. I ain't seen a damn sale yet. A sale to me is like, dirt cheap. I ain't seen no damn sales. People be bullshitting me. Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm doing good. I'm alright. I just finished hanging out. I'm waiting actually for someone. So but all's good. Same shit, different day. Same shit, different day. Oh no. A new client, not a new love interest. No, hell no. Ain't nobody that lucky. A new client, not a new love interest. Hell no. They ain't that lucky. I wouldn't mind having a new love interest, sure. I would love that. But I only have new lust interests. New lust A new hoe interest. Yeah, that's about it. Ain't no damn decent one. She's coming. Yeah, so is Christmas. I believe that. I always believe that, Amy. Every year, I say the same thing. Another year, no relationship. Maybe next year. I always got faith. I always got hope. It's all good. You never know. Somebody out there that's brave enough. We'll see. Otherwise, I got this pain in the ass over here. You can't see her, but she's behind me. My doggy, you know. Thank you. I appreciate that. But we have to see. We have to see who's in the future. I'm tired of long distance relationship crap. I need somebody that lives here. You know, I've done the long distance thing. It don't work. A lot of women here, the good ones are gone. But there's got to be somebody, I guess. We'll see. I always keep my eyes and ears open. I always willing to try, willing to get involved. But we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Would you like a oracle message, Amy? Or what type of message would you like? I'll give you an oracle message. I got this deck. It's called the Enchanted Map. You've been through an emotional day, yeah. No, I can't give you one, Ninja. Only on Sundays. Yeah, I'll do that. I like this deck. Well, I woke up this morning. I walked down the steps, and all I smell is pee. And I was like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me! This dog did not just pee down here in my apartment. She hasn't done it in like months, right? Every now and then she'll have like she'll pee on the floor or somewhere. She's usually really good. She don't pee here or never ever like hardly ever. She's been living with me for like 2 years inside, and she's only peed in here maybe 2 or 3 times. So I come down the steps and all I smell is pee, and I'm like, fuck, man, I really don't want to deal with this shit this morning. And I was tired because I got in my bed late last night. I was on here. So, yep, I see the pee all over her bed and all over the floor. Yeah. So I was so mad. I didn't, make off at her or nothing because she was like, she already knew she's not supposed to do that in here. So she has this big ass bed right here, right? So in there's like these cushions and it's all stuffed with like the cotton and stuff, right? So I had to undo, zip the whole thing, wash it all, take it all apart into 3 different pieces, wash every single piece, and thank God it was a good day. It dried it all out on the line, and I had to put it all back together. And I had to mop the floor twice, and then I saged everything so the sage would like overpower the pee and everything else, and sage it so that way it takes out some negativity out of here or whatever. And I was like, she's 8 years old. She goes 9 next year, right? Next 2 months, 2 or 3 months. But she goes 9 in February. So she can't really hold her. She probably can't hold herself like she used to. But anyway, I didn't make off at her. I know she's not her fault, So then I got these doggy pads. Like you put this pad on the ground so she can pee on, and then you just pick it up and just throw it away, right? They're like doggy training pads, but I have to train her now at her age, to pee on these pads and not on my damn tile and not on her damn bed. Like I just don't. I think that's the stupidest thing in the world that she peed on her own bed. Like, don't you know you have to like sleep on there, stupid? So why would you pee on there? You peed on the tile and then you peed on the bed. That don't make no sense. You should have just peed on the fucking tile. I would have been a lot happier because that's less for me to clean. So I'm like, this dog is so fucking dumb. Why would you do that? And I was like, oh well, Mark, whatever. So first thing this morning, I had to take everything, wash it all, deal with it, and I'm like, fuck, man. I'm just like, why me? You know. So anyway, she's sleeping in her bed now, and I got the pad, and I had a long conversation with her. I pet her, and I said, baby, you know, please, please, you know, her name's Diamond, right? I said, please, Diamond, pee on these things right here, okay? When you want to go pee-pees, you go on this thing, okay? So she's looking at me, she's like, and then she just went to her bed. You know, it's not our fault, you know. Sometimes you just can't hold yourself. It's like us. We have to get up during the night to pee sometimes. Whereas, you know, I usually she'll like make, you know, noise for me to come downstairs and take her out. But this time I didn't hear anything. It's almost like she couldn't even, like she probably couldn't hold herself. So yeah, she's all right though. I didn't like, you know, I don't beat her or anything or shout at her. I don't do that shit. That's stupid because you're not getting no point across. So I just had a little talk with her. I said, look, you want to go pee on this little pad here. So hopefully she does it and I'll be very happy and I'll give her a nice treat. You know? Now she's snoring. All right, Amy, let's see what we got for you. But yeah, she's cool. She was looking at me and I can't. I'm not the type of person that hits animals and, you know, shouts at them and shit. You know, because they don't know no different. You know, they're animals for crying out loud. So like I pulled it to the side. I said, look, we're gonna have a conversation here. If you want to go pee-pees in Marky's apartment, this is what you have to do. You gotta pee-pee on here, okay? And she was just looking at me like, okay, whatever you say, bro. She's so cute. She makes me laugh. All right. Your card, Amy, is entanglement. And it's reversed. These cards are upright and reversed. They have two different meanings, obviously. So this is number 54, and it says encouragement, not entanglement. What the fuck did I just say? Encouragement, sorry. Encouragement. Encouragement. It says you are receiving a nudge in the right direction. Yeah, that's what happens when I do two things at once. Okay, the reverse meaning means a misstep isn't the end of the world. You've fallen into a trap of false courage, and only humility will lead you out of it. Perhaps you weren't listening to your intuition, and now you're in a jam. Being too self reliant without knowing the ropes has brought you to this place. Don't become too discouraged. All is well, and you can always start again, take another road, and surely discover new territories where love really blooms. Just remember to rely on your higher power. You can't always get what you want, but Spirit knows what you need. Something better waits around the corner. You know why I thought it said entanglement? Because they were like, you know, intertwined upside down like that. And I was looking at it, I said, that says entanglement? But no. Then I put it up. I said, oh, no wonder. It says encouragement. Yeah, so that's your message, Amy. You are receiving a nudge in the right direction. So whatever you're going through, don't worry. Spirit's gonna nudge you in the right direction and make sure you get entangled, you know. So yeah, that's words of encouragement from Spirit there to make sure that you they say all is well, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. You'll be fine. It's a long way from your heart. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Spirit always knows best. All right, Ninja. I guess I'll give you a message today. All right. Hey, Age of Aquarius, how you doing? All right, let me see number 2. All right, let's see what this is. Number 2. All right. Okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I guess, Yeah, I'll read the card right this time. This one came out reversed, but I'll read it upright, It says gentle gardener. Yeah, it says gentle gardener. Okay. But it's reversed. All right. So I know you don't do no damn gardening, but anyway, we'll see. It says be your own person, be a conscious co-creator. Do you harbor resentments? How often do you reinforce negativity by affirming lack of limitation? Every time you send out a desire for something, but secretly harbor a belief that you were observing it, you plant weeds in the field of your dreams. When the gentle gardener appears in the reverse position, she reminds you that be aware of any negative thoughts or selfish motives. She encourages you to step back and pay close attention. Uh, Pay close attention to thoughts, seeds you send into the world. Weeds choke the life out of your beautiful garden. No need to fret, however, because once you recognize this, you can always remove that bad seed and replace it with a healthy one. Forgiveness is your most powerful restorative tool. So, this is saying don't think negative, don't act negative, don't deal with any negative things, don't be selfish and try not to like think bad. Yeah, exactly. Weeds will always grow back. And that is the truth because I've used weed killer on that shit. I've used like Clorox and that fucking thing still come back. Even people are a pain in the ass. They're like weeds. They come back all the time and aggravate the shit out of me. You're welcome, Ninja. No problem. There's been a lot of those lately. Oh my God. The amount of weeds that I have to deal with people is ridiculous. I should start calling people weeds. You're like a weed, you never go away. You know what I mean? This ain't no damn cell. Let me just read something here. Give me a second. So you say, probably not, but whatever. Okay. Just had to read something real quick. I know how people are. They say one thing and do another. My dog is dreaming and she's wagging her tail. I can hear it hitting the thing. You guys can't see her, but she's back to her dreaming and back to her dreaming and wagging her tail up against the damn cabinet thingy. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, yeah, because I have that product. I use it a lot. It's really nice. I thought it would be available in Canada because they say it's Shoprite brand. Unless they sold it to like the Americans or whatever, or maybe it's certain products. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, I love the bowl and basket products, but I don't know. I bought their Italian dressing today to see what it tastes like. It's pretty good. I use Italian dressing a lot to like marinate chicken and marinate meat and stuff like that. It's interesting. Okay. Mm, okay. Yeah, maybe they are definitely good. I can vouch for that. I was they're very impressive bowl and basket products, and they're cheaper than the other products. I bought like their mayonnaise, their ketchup, olives, um, soup in the can, even tastes good. Their cookies, garlic bread, um, burgers. They sell like everything, and I'm very like impressed. Even dryer sheets, I have their dryer sheets, and the dryer sheets are good too. Yeah, my day started out not so good. I walked down my steps and I smelled pee, and my dog peed on the tile and on her bed, so it stunk down here. So then I had to clean her pee, wash her bed, wash all the separate pieces that the pee went through underneath the bed, and that was no fun because it stunk and it was disgusting. I didn't scold her or do anything bad to her. I knew it's not her fault. So I got some doggy pads, and I'm gonna try that out. She's only peed in here like 3 times in like 2 years, so it's not like she does it all the time. It's like she just had to go, and she just went. But usually she'll um she'll wake me up, and I'll take her outside. But this time I didn't hear her, so I don't know. It sucks. But I had to wake up to that stuff. Smell of piss in here was disgusting. So I have my whole apartment, sorry, aired out, and then I saged it all so you can smell better. That's all I smell in here is sage, which is good. It's better than smelling like the pee. Then I had to mop my floor twice, wash her bed, do all this stuff. But she's okay now. And then I got the pads, they sell these pads you put on the ground so the dogs will pee on the pads and not anywhere else. So I put the pad down on the ground and she smelt it, and I looked at her and I said, "You pee pee, you pee pee here, okay?" And she looks at me and she's like, "Okay." Nah, I don't get upset at it. It's not her fault, you know. She's going 9 years old. She's been living with me for 2 years now inside. She was living outside. She never wanted to go inside. She hated. No, I just got it today, so um if she used it, then I wouldn't have to worry about it. But I never thought of doing it. But because she never pees inside. She always, waits till I get up or waits. Yeah, so I got rid of the smell, opened up all the windows. My windows are still open, my door's open, just to air everything up. So she looked at it, and hopefully, if she has to pee, she'll pee on the pad thing. So that's why I got them. My friend was like, "Just get her those pads. You just put it on the floor, and then the dog will pee on that instead of on her damn bed or on carpet or whatever." I don't have carpet here, so I have old tile, which is great. But I wish she would have just peed on the tile instead of her bed, because her bed is like right there. See, and I had to I have to unzip that, take all the cotton out of it, and put all the cotton to the side and wash each individual piece that holds the cotton that goes around. And then in the center there was a piece. I had to unzip it, take all the cotton stuff out, all the this padding, wash that. Then I had to wash the other two pieces that go around it. Like there was like a nylon bag that held the padding, and then I had to wash the actual bed itself. So it was literally a pain in the ass because I've never washed that bed, thoroughly like that. Because she never peed on it. She's had the bed for like a whole year. So, but that's like the third time she's peed in here in 2 years, which is good. Obviously, she's very good. Before I go to sleep, I'll take her outside. She'll pee, and then when I get up, some days she'll just lay there, and then some days she'll be like dying to go outside to go pee. So it all depends. But my mom said to not leave her water bowl here so she drinks, because if she drinks from her water bowl at night, then she's gonna have to pee. So my mom said just pack it away before you go to sleep so she doesn't drink the water. And I was like, well, I feel bad because what if she needs to drink during the night, you know? So at the end of the day, I got the pads to see if she'll pee on that next time. If she does, I'll be happy. It's better than peeing on the tile or the bed. So we'll see how it goes. She's smart and she listens to me. So I said, you want to go pee pees? You go here. And she looked at me and she was like, all right, bro, no problem. She understands. She's a very smart dog. But the key is to not to I don't shout at her and I don't smack her or anything like that. That's just stupid. Like you just have to talk to the dog like a person and she'll be fine. Philomena, I got your donation. Thank you. You can go ahead and ask your question when you're ready. But yeah, I felt bad for her. That's why I didn't, shout at her or do anything to her. It's like I can tell, she's getting older now, so she probably can't hold herself like that. But my mom's right. I should take the bowl away and not have her drink during the night so she doesn't have to pee. But I don't really want to do that. That's why I got the pads. So hopefully she'll pee on that next time if she has to. But she hasn't done it in months. That's what I don't understand. I'm like, fuck, you haven't done this shit forever. But oh well. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't do it. I've never beat any animal or you know go up on an animal's face and be, what the fuck you doing? Yeah. Every now and then she gets a good fucking off because she does stupid shit, but I don't keep going on and on and on. I'll just say, hey, what are you doing? Don't do that. you know. But she's cool. All right, Philomena, you said Daniel Martinez added me on Snapchat, but he hasn't said anything to me. Why did he add you? I told you why these guys add you to Snapchat, because they want to see if you got any provocative pictures. If a man's adding you to Snapchat, he wants to see if you're, flaunting your stuff. He wants to see if you got, if you're showing any goods. Come on now. What's a comment on them pictures? You didn't post anything? Well, that's good. You're probably trying to see if you will. Probably like, come on, Philomena, post something. I want to see something. That's good. I'm glad you don't post nothing because a lot of people do. They look for attention. Well, it looks like the reason he added you is because like he's going through some bad times. If you know him as somebody who drinks, it looks like he was like drunk or like drinking, and he's like, "Yeah, let me add this chick. I know her. Let me add her." So I'm getting like drinking, or like he's at a place in his life where he's not feeling very well, where he's disappointed. He doesn't drink, okay, well that's good. So it must be disappointment or he's unhappy. So if he's not drinking, then that means he's had like a bad experience or he's like going through some tough times, and he's not very happy. So he wants to see if how what's up with you, see if you can make him happy. Um, I feel like he hasn't had like any success in love or relationships. He's unhappy. He's not himself, and he had like a bad experience recently. The reason why he added you also is because he knows that you're somebody that's sincere and you have good intentions, and he wants to see if you'll like talk to him or ask him, "Hey, what's up?" or whatever. He's kind of wishing that you would reach out to him. But that's why he added you, is to see if you would speak to him or see if you would add him or accept his request. But it looks like he's not going through a good time right now. So if he's not drinking, it's him feeling bad or he's emotionally confused, he's not happy, and he went through some bad times. So he wants someone to talk to. He might even tell you that he had an argument with somebody. Um, Looks like he had an argument with a woman and he made a mistake. So maybe he, wants to talk to you or whatever. But he's kind of hoping that you'll say something to him. Yeah. Let me see if he'll say something to you in the next few days. Let me ask. Yeah, I don't see him making any effort. So in the next 3 days, like from now till like Saturday, he won't like reach out to you or say, "Hey, what's up?" He's not willing to make any effort. I just think that he added you to see if you would accept his request and see if you will say something to him. So I'm not getting that he's gonna talk to you in the next 3 days. Let me look a little further. Yeah, like maybe on the weekend, because what's today? Thursday. Well, today is Wednesday, right? So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, I would say like in the next 7 days, it's possible he might reach out to you and shoot you a text and say, "Hey, how are you?" Something like that. It's very short, but I do get that he's going to text you like not in the next 3 days, but maybe on the weekend, like Sunday, or maybe like next week. So in the next 7 days, I see him reaching out to you. Yeah, like I saw before, he's wishing that you will talk to him first. He wants you to talk to him first, but if you don't speak to him, then he's gonna probably reach out to you in 7 days. All right, Philomena, that's what I got. It's 11:11. I made my wish. Bing. Age of Aquarius. I see that you sent a donation. You can ask your question when you're ready, sweetheart. Thanks. Hmm. That's some black tourmaline crystal. Keep the negative away. Hey, love and life. I'm doing great. How you doing? All's good. All's good. I'm staying out of trouble, being a nice boy, and I'm just, living life. Age of Aquarius, you said my ex contacted me this morning, unblocked me, caught me off guard, made arrangements. Will he show up at the location tomorrow? He used to be the one that drew me. Oh boy. Axis, axis, axis. All right, let's check. I don't want none of my axis to come back. Please, no. Please don't bring nobody back. I don't want to hear it. Don't come back if you're listening and you're my ex. Don't come back, okay? Don't want you, don't care. Please stay away. All right. Ninja, you still here? Ninja, ninja. All right. What I'm getting is I think he is. All right, love and life. I'll look into it for you. See what happens. Age of Aquarius, I think that your ex is gonna show up tomorrow, but like he might procrastinate a bit or like tell you he's coming and he might. He's in between minds right now, to be honest. I'm getting like mixed signals. It's like he wants to, or he was testing you out to see if you would like, accept his offer. But he's saying to himself, if I go, you know, am I gonna do this or what? Like, it's kind of, I don't know. I'm getting kind of like a mixed bag of things. It's like he wants to, but he's not sure. Like he's not sure if he's gonna like make that, you know. Yeah, I'm getting that he is gonna show up. I'm getting yes he will, but I'm still getting like he's still contemplating it, like right up until the last minute. I'm not getting like a concrete yes, but I'm not getting a no either. I'm getting like, yeah, I'm gonna go, but I have to see, how I feel or if I really want to do this, you know? So I would say yes. I think he'll show up tomorrow at that location. I think he'll show up. I think he will show up. Right. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Rainwater, how you doing? Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's why he's not really like sure. He's kind of like, I'm getting that he wants to or he will show up and see if you're okay or whatever, but like he doesn't exactly know how you're going to take it, like or how you're going to react. Even though he called you and asked you and all that, um, he's still contemplating on whether or not he's gonna do it. But I do get a yes that he's gonna show up. And then he'll probably talk to you and say, hey, what's up, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I'm getting yes that he will show up. Yeah, like something like that. Like he's gonna go there and he's gonna like check on you and see what's happening, and he'll do the bare minimum. That's what I'm like. The cards that I get a yes on are like bare minimum cards, or like he might delay it or procrastinate a bit and be like, yeah, she's all right. Well, she's cool, whatever. She'll be fine. That type of vibe. But I do get that he'll be around. So that makes sense. I asked twice and it said yes twice, but like gave me like a small yes. That's why like I'm not. It's not guaranteed, but he is thinking about it. But he's still like procrastinating. Like he almost like he thinks he's a fool for doing it. You know, like you said the other times he didn't give a shit. That's what happens, you know. Sometimes people's conscience bothers them. Sometimes their conscience bothers them. Love and life, you said you've been dealing with the shady ass peeps at work. Yeah, exactly. That's what I get. Like he's kind of like debating on whether or not he should like go because you might say, "Oh, now you're coming. What about the other times you care about now?" Like what the fuck? So like I think he's gonna like wait to the last minute and be like, "Well, hey, sorry or whatever," trying to like justify his actions. From what I get, love and life. Is it a man that you're dealing with that's like shady at your job? I feel like the people there are unhappy, they're worried, they're concerned, they're weird. Like I get a man here, um, that you might be dealing with, and he's actually going to he actually might be leaving. So you might not have to worry about him, if that makes sense. He might be like traveling soon, or like he might like change his work or change where he's living because he's not happy with the work or happy like in his life or his like relationship or something like that. Like he doesn't even know what he's doing, like what he wants. But apparently he wants to like leave the job or leave the state or country he's in because he's following like all the wrong ways and all the wrong paths, and he's not happy with his job or his marriage or his life. So he might not be in your energy too much longer, love and life. You welcome, Age of Aquarius, anytime. Um, Good night, Ninja. Take care. So yeah, that's what I get. Love and life. That like he might be taking out his frustrations on everybody at work because his life is shitty right now. But the card that I get for him, it's more of a like he doesn't even know what he wants to do, but his plans are to leave or to go somewhere else. And if that's not the case, like he's gonna travel somewhere, so you might not have to deal with him for like a week or so. Or you might be going to a different department where you don't see him. Or it depends on what job you have or what you do. Or this person just like seems like they're gonna end up doing something, but they seem very shady. They're capable of like getting what they want by doing dumb shit. So I would say just be careful with them, but don't entertain them too much. I feel like eventually they'll disappear and go somewhere else or just leave you alone. I feel like this person like watches you, or they're like worried about what you do or trying to figure out what you're doing. So just be aware of that. Like the person watches you or tests you and things like that, but they're more like a person who is self-absorbed. Like they just worry, they care about themselves. If you're like a threat to them, then they don't like that. So if you're working at the same place and you do the same job, they might have some issues, or like they might be testing you to see if you do your job or trying to get you to like, you know, fuck up so that way they can like say, hey, look, love and life's doing a lot of bullshit here. So blah blah blah. But the best thing to do is ignore ignorance. When you work with an asshole or somebody like that, The best thing to do, in my opinion, is to just do your job and like fuck 'em. Yeah, he's nothing to worry about, to be honest. Like my mom and dad always told me, because I used to come home from work sometimes and be like, I can't stand my boss, or I can't stand the people I work with. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? And they're like, look, just do your job and leave these people alone. Just let them, get in their own trouble, and just whatever your job is, do it and ignore the ignorance. And then one day I said, I'm not doing none of that. I'm gonna work for my damn self. And that was the best decision I made. That's it. I still have pain in the ass clients, but a lot of them are wonderful. I got rid of all my pain in the ass clients, really. They're someone else's problem. I have great clients now. People who trust me, don't nag me, treat me good, pay me on time. So I'm good to go. Exactly. Listen, no answer is an answer. Silence is better than bullshit. And only an action requires a reaction. So, very good. No response or reaction is irritating him. Exactly. And eventually they'll leave you alone because they can't get it. Oh, I know. I know. That's the biggest challenge in life, is to stay quiet, stay in your lane, don't react, don't say anything, because as much as you want to react, that's why I tell people sometimes my gangster mentality shows every now and then when someone pisses me off. I go hard on them and switch up, and they'll be like, "What the fuck? Where the hell did this guy come from?" Like, I'm humble, I'm nice, I'm cool. Like, I don't bother anybody. I'm not a violent person. Never have been. Like, and I'm not one for confrontations or conflict. But if you test me, I'm gonna like back you down and tell you like, yo, not today, Satan. You really don't want to test me, okay? Leave me alone. You poke the bear, it's not gonna be good for you. So yeah. Sometimes a little threat goes a long way. It works for me. But I try not even to do that. Yeah, don't get it twisted. I'm a nice guy, but don't fuck around. That's what I tell a lot of people. Then they want to find out, so I let them find out. But lately, I've been letting go and let God deal with it. All I say is, God, please deal with this idiot. Please just make sure they don't hang around, don't irritate me, because I really don't want to show them my other side. Please leave me alone. Just leave me alone, damn it. Yeah, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Everybody tells me that every day. My sister said to me today, because she got a letter from her soon to be ex husband, him saying that he doesn't want to pay no child support and all this bullshit. He's got like medical issues and blah, blah, blah. And he's lying, right? He's lying like crazy. Um, and I told my sister, look, I know you want to kill him. I know you want to do shit to him. I know you wish shit on him, but just listen. Look, all the things he says, it's just bullshit. It's just to rile you up, because he knows that if he says this, it's going to rile you up and make you mad. So just leave it alone. Just let him talk. Who fucking cares? Like, it's just words on a paper. He knows he can't say that shit to our face. He knows he ain't gonna say nothing. And he knows he ain't going to court because he can't afford it and he will lose miserably. So he's going to aggravate you right until the very end. And I told my sister, look, he's never going to change. He's the devil in flesh. So let him just ignore him. Just let him run his mouth and your lawyer deal with it. And she's like, I know, Mark, but it's hard. I want to fucking kill him. I want to strangle him. I want to shoot his ass. I hope he fucking dies. I'm like, look, listen, that's not for you to decide. He's gonna kill himself. Who fucking cares? He smokes. He drinks. He's got all these issues. He's not gonna. It's all self-inflicted. So if he dies from those things, that's his own fucking problem. Who fucking cares? You know. I said, leave him and let him run his mouth. Who fucking cares? We're not guilty. He is. He's just trying to get a reaction. Okay, Rainwater, I see you donated. Thanks. Yeah, exactly. Just let them talk. Let people talk and run their mouths. Who cares? I know it's offensive. I know it pisses you off, right? But what it is, they're looking for a reaction. So that way they can say, ha ha ha, I got you. I got you to react. Look how mad you are. But if you don't say nothing, then there ain't gonna don't talk no shit, there won't be no shit. That's it. And that's what I've done. This whole year, I don't react to anything he says about me, about my sister, about nothing. I don't react at all. I wrote my emails to his lawyer, defending myself, and that's it. I showed my proof, and that's it. He tried to get me as well, talking shit to me and all this stuff, and I proved everything. So the lawyer said, well, all right, Mark, you're good to go. You have all this proof. He's fucked. Okay, cool. Move on. But he's still going at me to see if I'll go beat the shit out of him so I can go to jail so he can laugh at me. He doesn't care if I beat his ass. He just wants to see me in jail so he can get one up. I'm not going to give him that satisfaction. I stay over here in silence, work for God, work for you guys. And I don't care about the devil. He's not going to get me. You know? And I'll sit here and smile and laugh and enjoy my life. And I could care less about what he says. It's all lies anyway. And everybody should be the same way. Whoever's getting on your nerves, just say, yeah, whatever, man. Talk to the hand, radio. All right, so you said, what are the energies? What are the energies that surround my brother in the month of December? Okay, let's check. Does your brother have black hair or dark hair? Like dark brown or dark black or black hair? In the month of December, he's still gonna have like these ideas that make no sense. Like, and I feel like if he has like a relationship with a woman, then he's like, in trouble in that relationship. There's a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of communication, a lot of back and forth talking. His energy feels like he's out of whack and he wants to maintain peace, but like he doesn't know if he can. And he might not make the necessary means to make peace, but he's going to be very firm in his actions, and he's kind of going to feel stuck one day, then he's going to like show some type of affection the next day. He's trying to get his balance. Like he's going to be off and on all December. Some days he'll be cool, some days he'll be an ass, some days he'll be like, I don't know what I'm going to do, all that type of stuff. He's blonde. Okay, cool. All right. See, I got a person here with blonde, but I also have another person with black hair here. So I was wondering what he is, blonde or brown or black or black hair. Okay, you have black hair. Green. Okay, cool. Yeah, I got two different people here. So I was wondering who's who. Good evening, LA Jones. How you doing? Oh, hell yeah, Age of Aquarius. You know that. That's what I'm saying. You say, look, I got a new BF, you know? That's all. I give you permission to do it, no problem. So his his actions and his energy for next month in December, yeah, it's like he's working on his relationship. And if him and his woman are not doing good, then they could be possibly talking about divorce, or they can possibly be talking about breaking up, or they just have like trouble in their relationship. And I think it's to do with him. He's like the problem. Yeah. But she's trying to make him feel like he's the problem, you know? Like he has these ideas and she's like, no. And he's like trying to communicate. Oh, she has black hair. Okay, well, that makes sense. Cool. So yeah, the one with the black hair is the problem. That's why I asked if your brother had black hair or you know. So yeah, I got a person here with black hair that's a problem. So that confirms what I see here. So she's a problem. She has, you know, she has it. She's the type of person that's over exaggerates. She has ideas that he probably doesn't approve of. Like she wants to do shit, but he's like, no. Or vice versa. They might be going at each other, like trying to get at each other about what they want to do. I feel like they communicate a lot, you know, and they're trying to like talk things out, but there's too much trouble in the relationship. There's too much trouble for him. He feels like, you know, he's ready for a divorce, or he's ready for a breakup, or he's just like, the love is not just, it's not there. Things are happening that are not good. So he's trying to probably hold it together. And she's like, well, you know, probably threatening him, saying, you know, I want to get, you know, I think we have different ideas. I think we have different things, you know, stuff like that. Their friendship is kind of like back and forth. But I think they are communicating a lot though, and he will be communicating a lot with her, and they'll be communicating in the month of December. But it's about their relationship, it's about the troubles they have and things like that. Like, I don't think she wants a divorce. I think she might say something like that sometime. Like, like, do they have a family together? Like, do they have children? You know what? I mean, I don't know. I'll put it to you this way: if they have children, right, then she's pregnant. Ah, that's what it is. See, I'm getting that she's very happy because she's pregnant, and she's very happy that she's about to have a family. But the problem is she's she's probably somebody who spends your brother's money, or she's probably somebody who doesn't have a job and like she's pregnant, so she's like, oh, I gotta stay home because I'm pregnant, I'm special, I'm carrying your child, blah 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 blah. So like I feel like she's a pain in the ass. Like she might spend a lot of money and he's like, yo, we got a baby coming, like, you know, you gotta fucking ease up here, like don't be spending money on crazy shit. But she's like, I think she's like overexcited on that part, but she's also like deep down inside she's happy. But I feel like, you know, there's a spending spree Or like your brother might tell her, hey, like don't be spending all this money. Like, are you crazy? And she's like getting defensive. But if she's pregnant, like, her hormones might be going crazy. She has a child from another man. Well, yeah. She seems like a bowl of joy. But as long as she gets money, I think she's all right. She's one of those type of chicks. So if your brother gives her money, then that's not a good thing because like that's all she's banking on. I don't know if you know that or that's true, but if he's got the money and he's giving it to her, that's all she's worried about. Well, there you go. See? That's what it is. He's pissed at her because she has no fucking job. And he's like, you ain't spending my money. Like, what the fuck? Are you crazy? I got the exact same cards. I don't see her with anybody else, but I think that she's happy to get money. That's what makes her happy is money and material things. Like she likes the latest things maybe, or she just wants to like, have somebody to pay her way. And right now, because your brother's doing everything for her, she's happy. She's like, yeah, this dumbass is paying my way. Well, what happened is a lot of men, unfortunately, don't take this personal, but I know he's your brother. But a lot of men, they like to wife up women like that. She might be really good in bed, or she might be rocking his world, and he's just paying. It's like legal prostitution. You know, unfortunately, a lot of men are like that, and women are too. You know. Well, the thing is, you make your bed, you sleep in it. Sometimes he thinks he's in love with that woman, but she's probably not the right person for him. But he'll soon find out when she leaves him and collects child support. But I think that she feels very safe and secure with him, and because he gives her money, and he's kind of pissed because he's probably threatened her and said, "Hey, look, if you don't do what I tell you, then I'm not giving you no money. You better like you know." Do you think the baby is my brother's? You think the baby that she's carrying is her brother's? You know what? It's telling me that it might not be his. See, it's hard to tell because, like, I don't know, the way the cards come out, it's saying that he might get bad news about this whole thing. I would tell him, when the baby's born, get a DNA test. But it's the way the cards come out, it's telling me that he's not happy or he's got like suspicions. and he's thinking of the worst and thinks that it's got bad news. And I'm also getting like, you know, that something might happen to the baby, which is something that I don't like to see. But hey Ariana, how you doing? Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. Unfortunately, what I see, right? You're good, 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 good. I'm glad you're doing good. Rainwater, what I see here really, right, is this. She might have complications with the pregnancy. I don't know how far she's into her pregnancy or whatever. But if she's like only a couple months and she's not even halfway, there's a possibility she might have a miscarriage, you know? And there's also a possibility that it's not his. From what I see, it's telling me that if it is his, she might lose it, right? Or something bad's gonna happen. That's what I'm getting. You know, I don't wish that on anybody, but yeah, I think he is afraid to find out too. But I don't really like. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like sometimes, let me tell you something. Like sometimes spirit don't want to say the answer to those things. You know, like I can ask multiple times, but the cards that I've got is like it's telling me that that information can't even like be 100% sure right now. But what I'm getting is that she might lose it, which sucks. But you know, it's a risk you take. Yeah, a lot of people are afraid to. Yeah, that's what I thought. I got 5 months, but something might happen though. Something might happen with the baby. So you know, yeah, I'm getting like a lot of like misery and pain and things like that. Like she might have something happen to her and then she loses it. So something happens there. But some people are blind. They don't care. Like they honestly think that that shit's right or whatever, and it's sad. I know a guy that I grew up with, and we went to the army together. We played music together and stuff like that. I saw him the other day. He's always had bad luck with women, and he married the woman that he's been dating for years, and he got married to her. High school sweetheart. He got married to her. She went to school with me, and he's like a year older than me, but she was in my class, and he was a year older. He didn't go to my school, but he was they lived in the same neighborhood, so they knew each other from birth. So I always tell everybody this story, and I'll tell you this story. He married her, and she got pregnant. So he's thinking, yeah, finally gonna have a baby with the woman of my dreams. I'm married, blah blah blah. So some of his friends said, "Hey, look, we saw your wife with this guy in the car, in the parking lot. I actually saw her with the guy in the parking lot as well. She had no shame, so she was cheating on him. She got pregnant from this other guy, but he didn't want to believe it, and he was like, 'No, man, I'm telling you, like that's my baby. It's got to be.' And we was like, 'All right, bro, whatever you say.' And it's not like she was a hoe or anything, she just was in love with this other guy and had a baby with the other guy. But so then he was still living in denial. When the baby was born, he was there, thought the baby was his. When that boy got about 5 years old, you saw he was stamped. He looked just like the guy that she was cheating with. Had his eyes, his face, he looked identical. So, and he didn't look nothing like my friend, her husband, nothing like. But he lived in denial. He always thought like, no, this is my son. I'm telling you, I don't care if he looks like him, whatever, blah blah blah. So I was like, all right, bro. So one day we were working together, and he was all like, I could see he was stressed up. And I said, look, bro, what's going on? He's like, well, now that he's older, I know that he looks like that guy. I know he looks like him. What do you think I should do, Mark? And I was like, well, bro, if I were you, I would pick your son up pick him up from school, go to the hospital without your wife knowing, and go get a DNA test. And let me tell you something. If he's yours, great. If he isn't, it's still great because he only knows you. He only knows you as a father. It's better him knowing you as a good father than knowing that piece of shit drug addict. That's what he is. He's a drug addict. He's a piece of shit. He's no good. We all know him. Obviously, she cheated on you. So, at least you're still going to be the only father that boy knows. So that's my opinion. Go get a DNA test, get your head clear. Make sure you know that son, he's not really your son, but he is your son in a way, because you raised him. I know it's fucked up, bro, but at least you'll get it off your conscience. But don't neglect the child. Just still deal with him, And he's like, you know what, Mark, you're right. I have to do it. About a week later, he did it. He came to work and he told me, yeah, man, I did it. He's not mine, but he is mine. I helped raise this child. This child knows me as his daddy. But you were right, bro. Everybody was right. He's not mine. She cheated on me, yeah. Then he got a divorce. He got remarried. And he got cheated on within a year. Then I saw him and he said, Mark, you know what? I should be like you. Stay single and fuck these bitches. That's what he said to me, right? And I was like, look, bro, no, don't say that, man. I said, look, not every woman's the same. I said, look, you made another bad choice. You're 0-2. I said, look, man, you'll find love, man. Trust me, you'll be all right. I saw him last week. Actually, no, I saw him on Monday. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, actually, yeah. I know. I saw him. I think it was Monday I saw him. Was it Monday? Anyway, I saw him on Monday or Sunday. I can't remember. He has a new girlfriend and he's happy as heck. And he said to me, I'm not getting married this time. I'm just going to be cool with her. She's cool with not getting married. And he's like, oh, hey, honey, I'm coming. Just talking to my boy, Mark. And he's like, look, I'm going to take your advice, but I'm not getting married. And he said that, the boy that he raised, he's like 18 now. And he went to college. He pays like his college tuition and stuff. And he lives with him and all that stuff. He's still a huge part of his life. And, he spends time with his mom, obviously, and spends time with him. But he doesn't spend time with his dad, his real dad. He doesn't care about. No, absolutely, it didn't change. No. Yeah. So that's what happened to him. He had a fucked up life. But he's cool, man. He looks older. He looks like stressed and stuff. But now, like, he had a huge smile on his face when I saw him on Monday. I think it was Monday I saw him. And I was like, what's up, bro? You good? He's like, I see you got a new honey. He goes, yeah, man. She's good. She's my age. I think that's the problem. I picked a younger girl, and She was worse, and now I got her. Everything's going good, but I'm not getting fucking married this time. I said, yeah, bro, don't fall in love like that, man. He goes, you married yet? I said, oh hell no. He started laughing. But it's fucked up, because people like him and me, we want kids. We want a child. We want somebody that we can call our own. We want to get married and have a good life and a good wife. But sometimes our choices are piss poor. We choose the wrong person, and that's what happened with your brother Rainwater. He chose the wrong person, and now he has to face reality. Unfortunately, I know he's your brother. I know what you want best for him, but guess what? My brother, I have a brother and two sisters. And my brother got a divorce 5 years ago. We told him blue in the face, don't marry that hoe. And he did. He had two kids. And she left him for another guy. He got divorced 5 years ago, and he's the one who takes care of the boys. Thankfully, they're 17 and 19, so they can defend themselves. They got jobs. They're good kids. The 17-year-old got called up for all these awards. I'm so happy. He's an Aquarius like me, so that's why he's smart. His other son is 19. He's a Libra, and he's got a good job. He makes good money. They're good boys, man. Um, my brother, he just made a bad decision, but at least he had two boys, and he's fine. They're healthy and he's good. He hasn't had a girlfriend since. He hates women, like he just despises women like that. But I told him, I said, look, man, even if you don't find anybody, who fucking cares? Like, you don't need nobody to complete you, man. I said, you have your sons, man. That's all that matters. I said, I'd rather have my sons than have some dirty ass hoe or marry a hoe or something like that. So yeah, and my sister, she got a divorce this year. It's almost final. Her husband did the same thing. He cheated on her and disrespected her, and still doing it. But fuck him. Who cares? You lost somebody decent. It's your loss, not mine. So that's how I look at it. But there's always hope, for relationships, families, and things like that. It's just people, that make bad decisions. It's life. But you should never like condemn every woman and every man because you haven't got one decent one. But it's our poor choices sometimes. Sometimes we choose somebody and we're like, oh yeah, this is the one, blah blah blah. And then like 2, 3 years later, you're like, oh man, I think I made a bad decision. I think she's cheating on me, or I think he's cheating on me, or I thought this person was different. They changed, yada 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 yada. So it's a pain in the ass, and but it's not just with relationships. It's friendships, family, work, clients, colleagues. It's everything. It's you have to always like be on your toes and say, this is a red flag. I shouldn't do this. And then let it slide. Then you get disrespected again. Then you're like, nah, maybe they had a bad day. Like what the fuck? How much more signals do you need, or signs do you need, or red flags do you need before you get rid of this person? And you think if you have a child with them and you get married, it's gonna change? It might get worse. If it gets better, you're blessed. If it gets worse, you're cursed. And you have yourself to blame because you should have listened to your intuition and not been with that person. We are our worst enemy. We are our own, we are to blame. And if you accept the blame of your choices, it's the best thing you can do. You accept the blame, you accept that you fucked up, and then you go about your business and you just forgive yourself. Don't forgive anybody who's disrespected you. Fuck them. You forgive yourself for dealing with them. You forgive yourself for making a bad choice. I forgave myself millions of times for making bad mistakes and bad choices in women and friends and jobs and clients and people, and It's sad, but it happens. It's a way of life. Sometimes you just can't get around that shit. Some people have bad luck, and I know a few people that's had bad luck. But some people say it's not bad luck, it's your bad choices. Yeah, that's true. Mhm. Stop fishing in the same pond, you're only gonna get the same. Yep, right. Like they say. A leopard doesn't change its spots. But it's really our choice, to make the right choice, or even if you made the right choice at that time and everything's going good, you can still be a good person in the relationship and you do everything you have to do. But the person that you dealt with changed, Yeah, exactly. But say if I start dating you right now and we fall in love and a year goes by and we start to live with each other, and we're in love, and we start talking about marriage and all that, and then we get married the following year. So we're living together, we're married. The 2 years we've known each other, and now we're married. The following year we have a child together. So now this is 3 years we're going on, and now we have a family. So we have our family, we're doing our thing, you know and then you get sick with cancer, and I have to take on a huge role in our relationship. I have to take care of my son or my daughter. I have to, make sure I pay all the bills, and make sure I do everything for you, the child, and me, right? And say, your cancer gets worse, where you're about to die, and you're like, fuck, how is my life gonna be without my wife? She's got cancer, she's gonna die. I have a 3-year-old son, whatever. Let's just say this is what I'm saying, like, just hear me out. And my wife dies after 6 years of being with her. She just dies from cancer, and I'm left with our son, bills, mortgage. That's not a bad choice that I made. That's just fucked up because, I didn't know that I was going to marry somebody that's going to die in 6 years from cancer, right? So that's not a bad choice I made because that person got sick and died, right? But if you start to date somebody, you're getting these signals, like, you think you're getting cheated on, you think that they're talking to somebody else, or you're getting treated like shit, and you're the one doing all the work. You're the one paying all the bills, and there's no compensation on their end. They're not giving you 50-50. They're giving you 10 and you're doing the 90. So how is that a good relationship? If you're supposed to be together and make one and make things work together, it should be 50-50, right? So if you're not getting 50-50, then you don't have a decent relationship. You have no foundation to live on. So if you do all the shit and the other person just lives, you're a fucking clown. That's what you are. You're a fucking clown living in your own circus because you're basically catering to somebody that doesn't do shit for you. So I always tell everybody, if you're not getting 100%, then don't give 100%. So you can give that person a little taste of their medicine so they can change. Now, if they don't change, then it's time for you to change and say goodbye. And if you think after years and years and years that person is going to get better, you're dead wrong. They're going to get worse. And there is the slight possibility that that person wakes up, but you're still going to have it in the back of your mind, and you're still going to be waiting for the day that they turn back to that original person of shit. So what's better, disconnecting from that person and find somebody else decent, or stay with that same person and live a bullshit life and work on eggshells, live on eggshells? Do you want that? Obviously not. So then don't put yourself in those predicaments. That's what I tell everybody. You never know what you're gonna go through. Exactly. Exactly. See? And that's how I live my life. If I meet a woman today and we meet and we exchange phone numbers and I call her tomorrow and say, "Hey, how you doing? This is Mark. We met, blah blah blah. You want to hang out sometime, whatever." And we start to hang out and we get to know each other and so forth and blah blah blah. The first red flag that I get from that woman, I'm gonna disconnect. And you think it's a joke? I'm not joking. I'm being dead serious. I disconnect from every single person that gives me a red flag. Because if I continue to deal with you, I'm going to see another red flag. I'm going to see another red flag. I'm going to have so many red flags. You're going to think I'm part of some red flag fucking country. I'm not dealing with those red flags. I'm not dealing with your bullshit. I'm not going to sit here and try and change you or wait for you to fucking change. You got to be complete. Not perfect, but you got to be complete to me the whole time. You got to show me exactly what I show you. If not, then we have nothing. And don't think because I'm the man, I'm going to do everything. Because if there's no equal give and take, then what's the sense of being together? I'm not going to do everything for you. Hell no. You do for me, I do for you. It's simple. And that's how relationships last. You do for each other, you help each other. You don't make the other person do everything. What fucking world you living in? No way. And that's why I'm single right now, and I will be until somebody shows me 100%. And when you show me 100% and no red flags, then we can go somewhere. Then we can be a real power couple, and we can have everything we've ever imagined, but we can do it together. You know. But people don't think that way. The first thing people think these days is sex first, and I'll take the consequences later. The first thing on most people's mind is I need to have sex first to see if we're compatible. They don't say let's date and find out each other's qualities and see what we have in common and let's build a trust barrier here. No, let's fuck now. And then if we're good fuck buddies, then we're gonna be happy together because sex is everything in the world. That's how people are now. That's how this generation is. Sex first, consequences later. If the sex is good, I'm holding on until I find somebody else. I don't care if I don't trust you. I don't care if you trust me. We're just fucking. We're just gonna be sex freaks, and we just do whatever we want. By the way, you're gonna pay for all my shit if you want this. I can't live like that. I don't know how people live like that. Period. I really don't know how people live that life. That's like that's not marriage. That's not like relationship. That's not nothing. That's lust. Lust and stupidity. That's what it boils down to. But hey, not my problem. That's why I stay far away from people. I honestly don't have time for that. Like how people act and what people do. It just doesn't make any sense to me. How people can like really, you know, be that type of person and be that way in a relationship. But hey, some people think people are gonna change, but they're not gonna change. It's very seldom that someone would change their whole life and be like, I did this for myself. I made sure that, I'll never find anybody like you. I love you, I want to be with you, I'm gonna change my perspective, I'm gonna change my ways, and I'm gonna prove to you my love for you is real. Show actions. Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's sad, but it's true. Yeah, let's honeymoon now and marry in the morning. Yeah, right. But that's the way the world is and has been for years. You know, as long as I can remember, that's what people want. They live off of lust, fame, popularity. They live off of like, yo, look what I got. And men don't care. They'll pay for that coochie every night. They'll buy you Louis Vuitton and all that sort of shit. They'll pay for your hair to get did and your nails done and your manicure and pedicure and all that bullshit. Because some guys will do that. And women will do it too. Women will pay for your PlayStation cards and your PlayStation 5 and all your gear and your shit and everything else and your drugs and your alcohol and whatever else just to have you in their life. I've seen both do for both and get nowhere. But hey, that's not my problem. I could care less. I stay away from people. People are just not for me. There's people out there, and there's a lot of bad people in this world, and I'm not willing to have another bad person in my life. So the less people I have around me, the better life is, and that's the truth. The less is better. More friends you have, the more headaches you have. But I always tell everybody, to each their own. Whatever you want to do is your life. You don't want a relationship and you just want to fuck buddy, someone to have casual sex with or conversation with. That's your fun. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I'm not judging you. You want to be a hoe for the rest of your life? Hey, that's a great life if you love sex all the time and you want to get STDs and you know, that's all good. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I explain this all the time on my lives. Like people always say, Mark, what do you think about relationships or what do you think for that? Yeah, they pay for that coochie. I'm telling you, they do it indirectly. Yep, you better believe it. And you know what? If I was a hoe, I'd do it too. You want this coochie? You're gonna pay for it, buddy. You want it that bad? I know you want it bad, but you're damn right. If I was a woman, I'd be dangerous. Oh boy. If I was a woman, oh boy, I'd be straight to hell. Damn right. You want this coochie? You're gonna pay for it. How much you willing to pay? 500 for an hour? Okay, sure. Come on in, buddy. I'll take your money. That $500 gonna pay for my bills. Damn right. You're coming back for more? Okay, well, I'll give you a discount next time, 450. You're still gonna pay for my damn bills, you fool. And women do that shit every day. Yeah, and that's the best way. Keep your circle small. Don't say too much. Live your life, pay your bills, respect people, pray to God every day, and just try and live a righteous life. Try and live a conscious free life. That's the best thing the best advice I can give people. Try not to live amongst your means, buy all shit that you don't need. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it's illegal prostitution. I'm telling you. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. And it goes both ways. A lot of women do it too. A lot of women will be like, yeah, I can't let this D go. No way. This guy rocked my damn world. He does everything. I'm paying for all his shit. Hey, babe. Hey, how you doing? Oh, how's it? Oh, good. Oh, look, I want to start my own business. Oh, yeah, sure, baby. What you need? 20 grand, 30 grand? Yes, baby, if you give me that, I'll rock your damn world. Oh yeah, you would. Oh yeah, sure, baby. I love you too. Yeah, okay. Your bitch ass up. But hey, that's how people work. That's how life is, though. You know. Yeah. Once you reach a certain age, you know, like that, it's gonna be very hard to find someone that's actually authentic and genuine. You know, how many genuine and authentic people can you count on one hand? If you can count five people on, you can count your whole five fingers. You can name five people that are genuine and authentic to you, and you haven't had no problems with, then you're doing good. If you can use your other hand to extend to six, seven, eight, nine, 10, then you're doing wonderful. But I highly doubt it. There's hardly anybody you can really confide in these days. You know, you can say, I trust this person 100%. Oh, they did lie to me last week, but you know, I feel bad for them because they're this, and this. No, no, no. No, once you lie, that's it. We have no more conversation. That ain't happening. No. That's how I am. People think that like I'm fucked up for like cutting people off and not giving them a second chance or giving them another chance. And I'm like, you're out of your damn mind. You want me to give you another chance after you fucked me over. But this is how I talk all the time. This is what I always preach on here. And some people like they can't take it, they leave. I watch my numbers go down when I start talking like that because I might be explaining to them who they are and telling them that they're living a shitty life if they're doing that. Or I might be describing them and they don't like me saying it. But you know, you ain't gotta listen to me. I'm just telling the truth. That's how life is right now and has been for years. You know, people want a decent person, and then you come across as a decent person. You wear this mask for a while to get what you want. And then when you get what you want, you disappear. And I've had a lot of people come in here and say, Mark, I don't know what the fuck happened. You know what, Marky? Look, I was dating this guy. Things were going great, and all of a sudden he ghosted me or he blocked me. I don't know what the fuck I did. I said, did you have sex with him yet? Oh, no, 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 not yet. How long you known him? About 5 months. I said, that's why. What do you mean? I was like, that guy wanted coochie, you dumbass. What do you think? You ain't gave him no coochie. You ain't had no sex with this guy for 5 months. He ain't wasting no more damn time on you, woman. Can't you see? If he was really into you, he'd stay with you until the time was right. He said 5 months? Hell no. And you're like, then you wonder why you got ghosted? That guy's got someone else. That's it. You don't give these people right away. They're impatient. People are so impatient. They can't wait. They just have to like have it in order because that's their verification of who's that person. Who is this person going to be? Like you said earlier, honeymoon now, marriage tomorrow. If you pass the test of giving me multiple orgasms or you rock my damn world, then you're the best. I'm going to marry you tomorrow because that's what love is. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while, you know, and some people don't like to listen to it. Some people laugh at me, and some people just can't stand it because I describe them, you know. And I'm not against people who want to be a hoe or want to sell their coochie or, you know, I really don't care what you do, but you're not going to do it with me. That's the point I'm making. You're not going to do that shit to me. I'm not buying your coochie. I'm not going to give you all this shit because I like you. No, hell no, no. I've come across some of the most beautiful women ever. And they're like, Mark, why didn't you like continue to date her? She's fine as fuck. I'm like, man, that is a gold digging hoe, man. You crazy? I'm not giving that woman my hard earned money just because she's got a hoe. No way. You guys are out of your damn mind. I don't give a shit about her. In 50 years from now, she's gonna be ugly as fuck. I don't care about her looks, bro. I want to trust that woman with my everything. If I have the slightest suspicion that you're cheating on me, then I don't want to be with you. If I have to hire a private investigator or be a private investigator and I find you cheating on me, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. I'm gonna be like, I should have known this was gonna happen. I'm glad I'm entertaining you. People say the same thing all the time. Listen, I come on here every time I come on here, I try to make everybody laugh and I say things, but everything I'm saying is true. And it's just the way life is. I mean, it's funny because we're laughing at it. But we're laughing because we know deep down inside it's true. And we know somebody that knows somebody, and you know somebody that does those things. But you can be cool and do all those things, whatever. It's fine with me. Like I said, there's a lot of women that come in here and they say, "Hey Mark, I found another man." The first thing I say is, "Oh God, this hoe is trying to find a good life." I wish her the best. But they admit that they're hoes, they don't care. And I'm like, hoes need love too, and they laugh at me. I don't say it in a personal way, I say it as a joke. Because they know that, that's what they want. They don't want to get married. They don't want to have like no serious relationship. They just want deep. They just want a good man that's gonna make them feel good sexually, and that's fine. I have nothing against that. But me, my morals and my value and my life is I don't want that. I don't want to be a hoe. I don't want a hoe either. I just want somebody that I can trust and love and build a relationship with and build a foundation, a family with, build a home with. That'll be great. But if not, it's all good. I'm not going to lose no sleep. Yeah, exactly. And that's the biggest issue is there's so many good actors out there. See, I can meet a woman this week and then we start to talk and I'm like, wow, this woman's really nice, man. She's really good. She's really cool. And then next thing, about a month or two later, she starts to act a little weird, or I go to a shop or something and I see her with another dude, or she starts to be distant. And then she tells me, "Oh, my ex came back into my life, so I'm gonna get see if we can get back together. I'm so sorry if I inconvenience you or waste your time." I would be like, "You getting back to your ex? All right, cool. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. I ain't gonna waste my time or my effort or my money on you. Bye." That's it. Then you have those people that come back in your life because the grass wasn't greener on the other side, and they realize that losing you was a mistake. So if you're dumb enough to take them back, you're an idiot. Not me. Hell no. I had an ex come back to me after she did so much dumb shit, and then she disguised herself as someone else, made a fake name, went to go get a reading with me. I turned on the camera and there she was. And I was like, so here you are again, lying again. You claimed you was this person and you just did this just to get me on a video chat because I had blocked you and deleted you and not spoke to you ever again. So she disguised herself, acted like she wanted a reading, turned on the camera and it was her. And I was like, oh, I'm not surprised. I'm like, what do you want? I still love you. I want you back. I made a big mistake. And I went, that's your fucking problem. You made a mistake. You want me to get me back. Are you listening to yourself? No, I don't want you back. No, I don't love you. Are you sure? I'm fucking sure. Trust me, I do not love you. Oh, I love you. I don't. You don't love me, you bitch. You talking shit. You only telling me you love me because you made a mistake. If you love me, you could have. You should have been with me, not the other person. You moron. And I was like, look, I have no time to talk to you. Bye. Click. Don't go. Don't go. Try and call me again. Hell no. Fuck that. No way. I'm very I'm very smart when it comes to things like that. I never take anybody back. Hell no. And once you're gone, my love goes with it. It goes right out the window. Goodbye. I no longer love you, no longer care about you. You can rot in hell. Goodbye. See you later. Don't come back. I don't want you. That's me. And that ain't happening. I don't want you back ever again. They keep trying, but it ain't gonna happen. I've made that mistake years ago. Took back someone after they lied to me and was with some other person. And I was like, yeah, I kind of still feel for her. I think that, it's going to work this time around. Came back and bang. Didn't last more than 2 months and right back to shit again. And I was like, well, you idiot, you made the wrong choice. Well, now you know not to give her another chance. And that was it. So it's done and over with. But it's all good. I'm having a blast being single. Um, Hanging out with my nephews and being there for my sister and my parents and just like loving life and just having fun. And that's what I've been doing. I'm not really focused on any relationship or trying to be in a relationship. I've seen some potential suitors out there, I can say, hey, what's going on? My name is, my name is Marky Mark. But I just don't feel it inside. I just don't care. That's all. I honestly don't care about a relationship like I used to. The only thing I care about is my health, my business, my parents, my sister, my nephews, my dog, and just, having enough for myself, and that's it. And coming on here, helping people, having fun, chatting, talking. It's a good life. And I have nobody nagging in my ear. Babe, what are you doing? What are we gonna do tomorrow? What are we gonna do this day? Oh my god. No. I don't wanna hear that all day. Babe this, babe that, honey this, honey that. That gets annoying after a while. I want somebody that's normal. Normal. I don't think normal exists. Crazy exists though. Crazy definitely exists. All right. All right. I'm going to, if nobody needs me, I'm going to head out. I should be on tomorrow. I gotta go work tomorrow. I gotta go do a job for my client tomorrow morning. Then I'm gonna hang out with my pops. We're gonna go watch some soccer game, and then tomorrow night I should be on here around this time again. Yep, honesty is a must, but sometimes we never get honesty. We get lies and more lies. But it's all good. Anyway, I'm out of here. Good night, Age of Aquarius. Good night, Rainwater. Glad we had some good laughs. Now you guys can, drink a cup of water and relax. You laughed too much tonight. I'm glad I can be of entertainment. That's what I like to do. I like to laugh on here and have fun and talk, real talk stuff, real life shit. So it's always good to, talk about things like that. Makes people feel like they're not making the same mistake, or make them feel like, they're not wasting any time, or they can relate to someone in the same situation. So it's not the end of the world if you're single. If you're single, you're doing good. If you're in a relationship and it's not working, then you know you're making a mistake. Best thing is to be honest to yourself, honest to everyone who deserves it. You're welcome, Rainwater. I hope everything works out and things get better. But there's only so much you can do. I know you care about them and stuff, but sometimes we can't change people's lives. They have to change their own. And sometimes they gotta learn the life lesson the hard way, like everybody else. All right, good night. Take care. Good night, Rainwater. Good night, Aquarius. Good night, everybody. I will see you all tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yeah, me too. I gotta work tomorrow. I gotta go to this job at 9:30 tomorrow morning. So it's midnight. It's 12:30 here. So I need to go get on my bed. All righty, thanks. I'm glad you're happy. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow for sure. I'll be here. I can't get enough of you guys. Good night. Take